3 reasons an overpriced home sells for less. So everybody's out there trying to hit the market and sell their home for as much money as possible. But, check it out. When selling anything, we want the largest return. Heck, it took blood, sweat, and tears to earn what we own. And anyone with a brain would want a return on their investment, obviously, right? So homeowners, when moving locally or relocating states away and selling a home, want the highest price possible for their property, as would I, right? So, many sellers under the assumption that pricing their home high will leave quote unquote wiggle room to negotiate. Well, let's uncover exactly why this mistake is it's not going to do you right off the rip. And in order to get the highest returns, you've got to price your home within market. Okay. So number 1, overpriced real estate sits on the market longer. Okay. So today, we're in a seller's market, and homes are normally listed and sold within about 95 days on market. So in this time frame, that considers pending as well. Okay, so that would mean that your home would probably sell within the first 50 days, and then it can take anywhere from 10 to 60 days to close on a property depending on the circumstances. Is it a cash buyer? Is it a mortgage buyer? What type of program are they in? How long is it going to take to close? Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so the National Association of Realtors has conducted studies that show, we track all this stuff. It shows in the first 2 weeks that a home is listed and sells, it receives 100% or more of its asking price, while homes that were on the market for 17 weeks or more received only 93% of the sales prices compared to the list price. So basically meaning they received only 93% of the fair market value versus that huge inflated price that you wanted to get. That's a 7% difference. That's $7,000 on every $100,000. Okay, so the median price here in Rhode Island is $235. That's well over $14,000 on the median home price. That you just won't receive by overpricing your home right off the rip. That's crazy to me. But there's one other thing in there. Obviously, you can never go up with price when you list a home, so you might as well try for a little bit more. I totally understand that, but don't go crazy. Have a realtor give you, kind of the range that you can be in. If you want me to do that, I'm here for you as well. The number 401-359-2338. 2, buyers tend to focus on negatives of the home instead of the positive selling points. So they start to pick things apart. The rugs, the countertops, the chipping paint on the door jamb, the list goes on and on and on. And before you know it, they're really knocking you down in price. 3, buyers are not seeing it in their home search. So get this. Statistics show when a home is overpriced by 10%, only 2% of the buyers will actually see it. When a home is priced 5% over fair market value, only 30% of buyers will find it. And when it's at fair market value, 60% of potential buyers will see it. That was kind of shocking to me because it's like you would think that 100% of buyers would see the property if it was, at fair market value. But people are trying to look and get a deal. But the way I look at it is if we can get your property in front of 6 out of 10 people that are actual buyers, you've got a real good shot at selling a property, So if you're just tuning in, this is the Roundtable Real Estate Simplified. We're here every Sunday on News Radio 920. This is Emilio DiSpirito, team leader of the DiSpirito team with Home Smart Professionals, and we're just uncovering 3 reasons an overpriced home sells for less. And going back to that last point, we were talking about how if your home's 10% overpriced, only 2% of the buyers are going to see it. Let's just break that down real quick. If a home's fair market value is $250, and it's priced at $250, then 60% of buyers will see it. If it's fair market value of $250 and it's priced at $275, only 2% of buyers, and 5% overpriced, only 30% of buyers, and that would be priced at $262.5. So I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers at you. If you want to read this blog, it's going to be on the roundtableradio.com under the blog section. You can check that out. Ton of great information there. There's also a link to click and find out your home's value if you would like. That's mydreamhomenow.com. You can click that, and a top agent from my team or myself will be in touch with you to get you a fair market value and to go over a marketing report.